The movie opens with Laura in Ireland in 1992, a talented production assistant on the set of a Hollywood Revolutionary War film. A sudden shift in tone occurs as we witness her anxiously running through the streets, hinting at a possible sexual assault, leaving the audience with a haunting question about her past. The story then transitions to New York City in 2016, where we meet Megan Twohey, a passionate journalist working for the prestigious New York Times. Megan comes across Rachel, a young woman holding a significant secret about Donald Trump's character. Despite Rachel's reluctance to share her experiences due to the New York Times' unwillingness to publish her story, Megan is determined to uncover the truth and challenges Rachel to find strength in the support of other women. In a courageous move that drew admiration and support from her colleagues and readers, Megan fearlessly decided to publish Rachel's harrowing and deeply unsettling account of her interactions with former President Donald Trump. The decision wasn't taken lightly, as Megan knew it would be met with intense scrutiny and backlash, but she firmly believed in the importance of shining a light on such issues. As Rachel's story gained traction and reached a wider audience, a powerful wave of women across the nation felt empowered to come forward and share their own experiences, accusing Donald Trump of inappropriate behavior. The revelations ignited a national conversation and reignited debates on accountability, character, and the fitness of individuals seeking the highest office in the country. Throughout the media frenzy surrounding Rachel's story, Megan and her team faced a surge of attention, both positive and negative. Amidst it all, we are introduced to Jodi Kantor, another dedicated journalist and a compassionate mother of two, who worked alongside Megan. In response to the publication of Rachel's article, Donald Trump calls Megan, vehemently denying all allegations and claiming ignorance about them. Nevertheless, the news of Trump's denial goes viral, drawing media attention to Rachel's house, where she becomes confined and fearful. Rachel's anxiety escalates when she receives a menacing parcel, prompting her to contact Megan and place blame for her distress. Meanwhile, the media starts portraying Megan as a feminist, further adding to the turmoil. Amidst the chaos, an unknown caller threatens Megan with rape, murder, and disposing of her in a river, but she remains steadfast, undeterred by the intimidation. As the events unfold, news emerges that Donald Trump has been re-elected as president, leaving the audience to contemplate the consequences of the women's revelations. 5 months later, the media landscape undergoes a significant shift as Fox News dismisses Bill O'Reilly. This development catches the attention of Rebecca, a passionate advocate for justice, who entrusts Jodi Kantor with a crucial task. Jodi is asked to prepare a comprehensive report on locations where cases of sexual harassment and abuse of power by men are on the rise. Collaborating with Shauna Thomas, the dedicated head of Ultraviolet, a feminist group, Jodi gains valuable insights and information. During their discussions, Shauna reveals that renowned actress Rose McGowan has bravely accused a powerful producer of rape, choosing not to publicly disclose his name. This revelation deepens Rebecca's resolve to uncover the truth and shed light on the pervasive issue. Rebecca instructs Jodi to initiate a thorough investigation by contacting all females who have worked with the accused producer, to gather more evidence and testimonies. Jodi diligently reaches out to various actresses, hoping to piece together a compelling and conclusive account of the alleged misconduct. Initially reluctant to share her traumatic experiences, Rose eventually trusts Jodi and privately confides in her past struggles while attempting to raise her voice against the media industry's injustices. This revelation adds a sense of urgency and purpose to Jodi's pursuit of truth and justice. Meanwhile, amidst the unfolding events, Megan experiences a profound personal transformation as she embraces motherhood. However, behind her brave exterior lies a silent battle with depression. Fortunately, she finds unwavering support and comfort from her loving husband, who stands by her side during this challenging period, providing strength and encouragement. Jodi watches Ashley Judd on TV delivering a speech about sexual harassment and reads articles about her experiences in the 90s. Jodi and Ashley connect through FaceTime, and Ashley reveals how the same producer, Harvey Weinstein, treated her inappropriately, forcing her to give him a massage. She confides in her father and others about the incident, but powerful protectors shield Harvey from accountability, leaving Ashley struggling to find work in the film industry as her career suffers. Rose recounts her disturbing encounter with Harvey, who lured her into a meeting to discuss a project and then trapped and raped her. She filed a complaint with the police, but nothing came of it. Rose warns Jody to be cautious as there may be spies monitoring her. Meanwhile, Jody contacts Megan and shares the challenges of convincing women to come forward with their stories of sexual harassment. Meanwhile, after her maternity leave, Megan returns to work. She and Jody have a conversation about the potential repercussions they may face if they continue reaching out to famous actresses. This prompts them to shift their focus toward investigating victims who may not have the ability to speak out against harassment. Megan suggests exploring police or court records related to the Miramax production company and locating a former assistant who disappeared suddenly from the company. During her search, Megan manages to track down the former assistant herself. She arranges a meeting and tries to glean information from her. However, the assistant remains tight-lipped and evasive, providing no significant leads. Megan then attempts to speak with the ex-chief financial officer of Miramax, but he too refuses to share any relevant information. In a final effort, Megan reaches out to the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, EEOC, for insights. Unfortunately, due to confidentiality constraints, the EEOC cannot disclose any pertinent details. Together, Jody and Megan visit actress Gwyneth at her home and learn that she, too, fell victim to the same pattern of behavior by Weinstein. They report this information to Rebecca, who asks them to gather concrete evidence, emphasizing that stories alone won't make a difference. Meanwhile, as the team is deeply engrossed in their investigation, Dean, the executive director of the New York Times, enters the room. He solemnly addresses them, urging them never to let Harvey Weinstein speak to them without being recorded. Dean emphasizes the importance of preserving evidence and being vigilant in their interactions with such a powerful figure. The narrative takes us to a hotel room where a conversation between Harvey and an Italian model unravels. In this unsettling exchange, Harvey is seen attempting to seduce her, shedding light on his manipulative tactics. Undeterred in their pursuit of evidence, Megan reaches out to the district attorney, DA, to check Harvey Weinstein's criminal record. However, they are informed that there is no criminal record associated with him, adding another layer of complexity to the investigation. During lunch with Rebecca, Jody, and Megan make an astonishing discovery. Ronan Farrow is already actively involved in the same investigation. As they chat, an inappropriate man at a nearby table behaves rudely, prompting Megan to confront him sternly. In the next scene, Jody has a crucial meeting with a former Miramax assistant who provides her with vital information. The assistant shares the names of 3 victims who were harassed by Harvey Weinstein: Rowena Chu, Zelda Perkins, and Laura Madden. However, there's a significant obstacle: all 3 victims reside in London. Rebecca decides to send Jody to London to continue the investigation. Once in London, Jody meets with Rowena Chia's husband, who is entirely unaware of her past settlement with Harvey. This revelation deeply upsets Megan as it contradicts UK law and ethical principles. Adding to the emotional intensity, one of the victims, Laura Madden, receives devastating news about her health. She is diagnosed with breast cancer and urgently needs surgery. After persistent efforts, Jody finally manages to have a phone conversation with Laura. However, the emotional toll is evident as the call ends abruptly with Laura breaking down in tears. The distressing news about Laura's illness weighs heavily on her family, further emphasizing the urgency of their investigation. Next, Jody meets with Zelda, who is bound by a non-disclosure agreement, NDA, that limits what she can share about her experiences with Harvey. Despite this, she courageously reveals that Rowena, a Chinese girl, was raped by Harvey, although he vehemently denied it. Zelda and Rowena subsequently resigned, returned to London, and attempted to seek legal support, but their efforts were futile. In an act of solidarity, Zelda provides Jody with crucial documents related to Harvey, urging their use in her articles. In a meeting, Laura bravely opens up about her painful and tragic experiences of sexual assault by Harvey. However, most victims are restricted by NDAs from freely speaking out, except for Laura. The journalists, editors, and lawyers come together to discuss the story, recognizing the significance of Zelda's documents as their primary source of evidence. In the next scene, Jody, Megan, and Rebecca meet with Harvey Weinstein's lawyer, Lanny David. Megan attempts to gather information about Harvey's settlements, but Lanny remains tight-lipped and uncooperative on the matter. In the subsequent scene, Jody receives an anonymous call from a former Miramax employee who suggests meeting with Erwin Ryder, who hates during their meeting. Erwin appears hesitant to discuss past settlements and questions Jody's focus on the settlements from the 90s. He abruptly leaves, leaving Jody with more questions. Meanwhile, Megan confronts Harvey Weinstein's lawyer, Lanny David, about a recent 7-figure settlement with Ambra Batalana and inquires about the total number of settlements. Lanny reveals there are approximately 8 to 12 settlements, shedding light on the extent of the issue. The scene then shifts to Jody spending time with her family at a park when she receives an urgent call from Rowena, who is in New York. They meet, and Rowena bravely shares her painful experiences with Harvey, detailing how she was coerced into silence and even attempted suicide due to the trauma. Jody meets with Erwin again, this time showing him assault documents without revealing the actress's name. In a significant turn of events, Erwin hands over his phone to Jody, providing crucial evidence against Harvey and granting her permission to use it as she deems necessary. The team begins writing the story, contemplating the weight of its potential impact. Rebecca urges Lauren to use her name to strengthen the credibility of the story, as she witnessed some of the events. Megan meets with Lance to further investigate the story, delving deeper into the intricate web of Harvey's actions. As the team proceeds with their investigation, they receive an unexpected call from Harvey himself. He demands the names of the accusers, a request that they firmly refuse to divulge. Additionally, Harvey disputes Lanny's statement about the number of settlements, adding to the complexity and tension of the situation. As the investigation progresses, Jody receives an emotional call from Ashley, who bravely agrees to be a named source in the exposé. Meanwhile, Megan manages to confirm the number of settlements from David Glasser, the company's president, who verifies that there have been 8 to 12 settlements involving Harvey Weinstein. In a crucial scene, the team confronts Harvey Weinstein directly. He vehemently denies all allegations against him, asserting that the actresses accusing him are lying. Undeterred, the team remains steadfast in their pursuit of the truth. Later, Harvey attempts to intimidate the team during a threatening call, demanding the name of an accuser. However, they stand firm, refusing to give in to his pressure and protect the accuser's identity. As the team prepares to publish the story, Jody receives a call from Laura, who is undergoing surgery but is determined to go on the record. Laura wants to prevent her daughters from ever experiencing the pain of bullying and wants to play her part in bringing justice to Harvey Weinstein's victims. The movie reaches its climax as the team finally publishes the story, marking a momentous and brave step towards exposing the truth surrounding Harvey Weinstein's actions. Their relentless pursuit of justice and their commitment to giving a voice to the victims come to fruition, shedding light on a pervasive issue and holding a powerful figure accountable for his heinous deeds. The film ends on a poignant note, highlighting the importance of speaking out against abuse and standing united against harassment and exploitation.